Okay, so today we have the National Front Disco from Morrissey. I also want to say I am still, a little under the weather, so hopefully, I don't sniffle or cough or whatever. But anyway, this was requested, and actually I thought I did this song. The title sounds familiar, but apparently I have not. So, I said last week in a comment to a person, I replied and I said I'll do it this week, and here we are. So let's get into it, talk about it after. Let's go. Good Lord, that was quite the outro. All right, the National Front Disco from Morrissey. And I have to say at the top with that outro, the musicianship here is great. Obviously, the guitar work there, the rough, kind of distorted guitar work at the end. I just loved, it was I guess, a minute outro of, that just the bass work from Gary Day here, which was, unmissable. And then, of course, and like I said, the guitar work was great as well from Boz Bohr and Alan White. And I mean, I I always come to him, the hard hitting, the tumbling of the drums here. Spencer Cobrin was going off here as well. I really enjoyed his sound, as I always do. I don't know what it is about Spencer Cobrin, but I've come to love that man, and I really enjoy his drumming. So yeah, I just have to say, not even talking about Morrissey here, just the music behind it was great. And it was just, this is a smashing tune. I mean, and as well, Morrissey, to talk about his voice now, that, his voice soared at moments, I don't know, it sounded like he had some pep in his step. And again, the man back here, the early 90s when this was coming out, from Your Arsenal, I mean, he was still a young man. So his voice was just still at his peak. And I mean, yeah, he was showing off here. I love the vocals. And I mean, talking about, throughout the song here, how we've lost our boy. And then we kind of sounds, what is it, empathetic or apathetic? My good Lord, I don't remember what the F the difference is. I'll put it in the video. But, he sounds sorry for these people who've lost their boy and all this stuff. So, yeah, I just really enjoyed his voice. And, I mean, the song, it's just a smashing song, I thought. My goodness. But, all that said, I have to say, searching this song up, I thought, is this going to be, the National Front Disco? Is this going to be about, a disco, a dance club, all this kind of a thing, a strip club possibly? I don't know. But, the National Front, which I again, being Canadian and, not being British or from the UK or knowing about the National Front, well, I found out what the National Front is, and now I understand why the family, why David's family is, I guess, sad or all this stuff, where their boy is gone. So just right off the bat, as a quick little, I guess, definition from Google, the National Front is a far-right fascist political party in the United Kingdom. So there it is, right there. It is currently going on. It's a minor party. It has never had any of its representatives elected to British or European parliaments. It gained some traction in the mid-1970s, but since then, basically, nothing has gone on. Also founded February 7th, 1967. So apparently it's still a thing 55 years ago. And today, yeah, it's still a thing. But I guess there hasn't been too much success, I guess, for them. Yeah, so anyway, the National Front, just hearing this title, again, I didn't know. I was just like, but, and I guess just listening to the song, and not delving into it, I guess I wouldn't really come to see it for myself. That'd be, they're talking about David's, he's going to the far right or whatever. That's what this is about. I mean, just maybe for the whole thing, England for the English. That's the only thing that caught me, where it's like, I guess, we're talking about, England and stuff, or the English or whatever, where it'd be like, well, okay. But yeah, there's not really much anywhere. I mean, I guess there's a country you don't live there, but one day you would like to, and all this stuff. But yeah, just to talk about how the National Front. But I guess if you know what the National Front is, then you would understand. But again, I didn't know, so I was just like, okay. But anyway, so yeah, the National Front Disco, and I love how Morrissey adds the disco in there for the far right, right wing party or whatever. So yeah, so just right off the bat, again, I just love how Morrissey delivers these lyrics, even though it's hurting the family. But David, the wind blows, bits of your life away. Your friends all say, where is our boy? Oh, we've lost our boy. So basically, this, he's gone on from, the views of his friends and his family and all this stuff. He's different, whatever. They're saying, where did our boy go? Where did our friend go? Where did my brother go? All this kind of stuff. But it goes on. But I like this part. But they should know where you've gone, because again and again, you've explained that you're going to England for the English, and then how it goes on later, how he says, my goodness, here it is, the second verse. David, the wind blows, going on and on. Where's our boy? We've lost our boy, but I should know. So I feel like this is from the point of maybe like a parent or something, why you've gone, because again and again, you've explained you've gone to the national, and I just love Morrissey's voice again here. I can't say it enough, my God. But, and how it's just kind of saying, like, maybe one reason why is apparently, it looks like, I guess the family did listen to him, or his friends and stuff, because now, here anyway, the parent, like I said, seems to be coming to the realization that, oh yeah, he did say, I'm going to that. But it seems like maybe they weren't paying attention or whatever. Maybe that's one of the reasons. He's just like, well, F it. It's just like, I've told you where I'm going, but you're not listening. Anyway, and then, there's a country you don't live there, but one day you would like to. And if you would show them what you're made of, then you might do. And then going into the third verse, but David, we wonder if the thunder is ever really going to begin. And that's kind of like where Morrissey adds kind of a thing where it's like, I don't know, it kind of changes it up a little bit. And there's an annotation here on Genius as well that says, the narrator expresses doubt as to any real challenge to the current political order in Britain ever coming. Indeed, the National Front was already fading into obscurity by the time the song was penned. So again, in the 90s here. So yeah, it's kind of like, okay, it's just like you're going there, but also like, why? I mean, it's just like the party's already fading into obscurity. It's just like, I mean, there's never going to be really any thunder to the party or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, just kind of questioning. I like how, it's adds there, of questioning, his mindset or whatever and why he's doing this. Almost kind of like, is he rebelling? Is just like, does he actually believe these thoughts or whatever? All these things come to mind. It's just like, or maybe he does, he is on the right side or whatever, and his family is not, and they just can't get it, that kind of a thing. But I never actually read the about on Genius here. It's just a short one. That's what she said. But the National Front Disco is about a young Briton, David, developing far-right political views, much to the chagrin of those around him, family and friends. The National Front, National Front is a fascist political party in the UK, so fringe that it has never had a candidate elected to Parliament. So yeah, again, it's just like, they're so fringe, they're so like, I guess almost extreme, I guess. It's just like that, they've never had traction really. And honestly, what comes to mind is just again in Canada. I mean, in Canada, I feel like the right, people on the right side, they're not as extreme, I guess you would say, as people, as right-wing people in like the States or something. It's just like Canada. I mean, I guess Canada is known as being a more nicer country than others or whatever it is. But anyway, a political party like the PPC, which is like the People's Party of Canada or whatever, which I guess is kind of the comparison I could take from this to the National Front. And again, the PPC, they didn't get any seats in the parliament. So yeah, that's what comes to mind. But anyway, and I mean, I have to say, as myself, I mean, I feel like, as I said before, I mean, yeah, I'm on the left, between, the political parties, I am on the left. And this whole thing of, I just like how Morrissey's kind of lamenting the story of like, oh, where's our boy go? He's gone to the right side, he's gone to this far view or whatever from us. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just telling a story here, kind of a sad story for the family, but maybe for David, it's just, he's finding himself or whatever. I mean, even if, that goes against what his family thinks. I mean, again, like I said, as somebody on the left and as somebody who, I wouldn't want to be affiliated with, I guess the National Front from everything I've seen here. It's just like, and I guess, a lot of other people have not either. But, yeah, but those people are out there. And I mean, that's their, that's their thoughts and that's their views and everything. And I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so I mean, I just love the story here. And I mean, again, just searching this up, I didn't expect to see so much, controversy and stuff, just on Google, through the pages and stuff. It's just like, talking about, what is the song about? Why do people hate the song? Why do people find the song controversial? And I was just like, oh God, what am I getting into? But yeah, I really enjoyed Morrissey talking about, again, the family, talking about, how, the wind blows and your friends all say that bits of your life are gone away and all this stuff as well. And just, again, Morrissey's so, poetic with his lyrics as always. And I really enjoyed the musicianship here as well. And yeah, like I said, the my goodness, the music is great as well. I'm freaking tired all of a sudden. Anyway, the music is great as well. And Morrissey, like I said, his soaring voice here, I don't know why that caught me. I mean, his voice is always pretty good. I mean, on a lot of, tracks, especially from this time, because again, he was still, a younger man. But here, his voice is really, soaring, and I really enjoyed it. So again, the story, and I mean, people are always going to have an opinion on Morrissey, and especially here, it's just like, talking about the National Front, people are going to say, oh, that's a bad song or whatever. But I mean, I thought it was a smashing tune for me. And again, I'm not into the National Front, but yeah, it is. I mean, it was a good tune, I thought. But anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. This video is already almost 15 minutes. My God. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And thanks for requesting this again. And again, that comment that somebody put did get a lot of likes. I was like, I thought I did this song, but I did not. I'm dumb. But anyway, thanks for watching again. Really appreciate all the support. And trying to get over this sickness. I had to do a Morrissey Friday. Can't miss a Morrissey Friday. So here we are. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.